Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, we have a Dorita reading today. I have my incense going, got my bells ringing, got my feet on the ground, and we're not going to say her name. Her whose birthday is September 2nd. She's in her 67th year, so she's just entered her Saturn time, and she'll be 68 on September 2nd. And let's do and see what's up for her, where she's been. She hasn't been seen in a while. She's kind of like the little puppy dog they bring out when they want to impress the neighbors. And let's see what's up for her for the year. We're going to use the planetary. We're going to see what the planets want to tell us about what's upcoming for Dorita for her next year. Oh, there's going to be some kind of celebration, maybe a new home. All right, let's see what's going. So just a reminder, High Priestess is moon. The Magician is Mercury. The Empress is Venus. The Sun is the Sun. The Tower is Mars. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And the World is Saturn. So that'll be the most important card because she is in her Saturn. After age 67, you are in your Saturn time until you pass away. And so let's see what's going on for Dorita for the next year. Okay, I think the cards are ready. They're jumping, they're sticking. Okay, on the moon. Oh, the moon on the moon. And just a reminder, for some reason, the moon card is Pisces. It isn't really the moon. The sun is the sun, but the moon is not the moon. Like, go figure that one out. But we have the moon on the moon. So this is telling me that her emotional life is an illusion and it's a reflection of what's going around her. She's going to be very reactive this year. She's going to be very emotional this year. Also, this is a lunatic. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Her emotions are going to be all over the place. Her emotions might be exposed for what they are. But when we see her, she's putting on a mask. She's hiding something. It's all an illusion. When we see her emotions and she's smiling with Meghan and Harry and she says a story about the children, it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Her emotions are masked. And I think she might have some kind of outburst. We might witness some kind of outburst. I think she's secretly struggling with some mental illnesses. Again, nothing wrong with that. A lot of us have mental illnesses in some form or another. Even a mild depression is a form of mental illness. And that doesn't surprise me. She's in her Saturn year. Sometimes you get to your Saturn years and you're really reflective of how your life went and the choices that you made and the decisions that you made, because Saturn dishes out your lifelong karma once you turn 67. And the later you go into it, the deeper it becomes until you pass away. So if you were a bit of a bastard, then you're going to be sitting in the old folks' home all by yourself. If you were, a skinflint or you weren't generous with what you were offering the world, then the world isn't going to be very generous to you, that kind of thing. So that doesn't surprise me. She has moon on moon. All right, let's see her Mercury. Now, Mercury's communication, intellect, commerce. King of Cups. Is she still getting money from Thomas? Or everything she has is because of Thomas, or this could even be her father. So that's her intellect, her commerce. She's definitely relying on a partner. This would be a partner, and I believe she's a lesbian. Nothing wrong with that. So this would be her commerce. We might hear her going into business with somebody or starting a business, or being really reliant on another person for business. And I know some of you are probably screaming at the screen right now, it's King Charles. It's King Charles. It could be. She could be, her wealth could, or her e-commerce and whatnot could be reliant on what King Charles has given Harry and Meghan. And I know there was a lot of controversy, that all of a sudden she had $9 million in her bank account, or 3 million, or whatever it was. And some of it felt it came directly from Charles. Not directly from Charles to Meghan and Harry to Dorita. So there's something here. Let's continue to read. So her Venus, this is her partnerships, her ability to create, her luxury. Now, oh, come on. 10 of Pentacles. Well, 10 of Pentacles is also the retirement card. You know what? She has all her wealth from the royal family. All her wealth, all her business dealings. This is also the retirement card, the inheritance card. So this would have been from her father. So every luxury she has right now is from other people. It's not money that she has earned on her own. Also, she is elevated because of who she's attached to, right? She lives in that mudslide mansion, which I don't think they live in, to be honest, because of who her daughter married. She has the wealth and the legacy and is able to retire because of who her daughter married, not because of her own legacy. Now, that could be something to do with that she's the grandparent of the so-called prince and princess. So she could be getting some kind of elevation because of that as well. But this will last her the rest of her life. This living in luxury. She definitely will be living in luxury. She'll definitely leave some kind of legacy. That is to be determined. You know, is a legacy because you raised a nutcase of a daughter? I don't know. Did I say that out loud? Oh. All right, so pride. You know, she's still looking for her life purpose. She is still, like, she's been everything. Drug dealer, tax dodger. No, I have to edit that out. She's been yoga instructor, old age home. Oh, that could be the old age home too. Old age home owner. Like, this tells me that she really doesn't have any self-pride. She doesn't have anything like, this was my purpose in life and I fulfilled it. I think she's still looking for what she wants to be when she grows up. I don't think she has a lot of pride because we have a 2 on the sun. So, and I don't take her as somebody with a big ego at all. And this card actually shows that. So let's see Mars. What's happening in her Mars? Now, this is enemies, hidden enemies, arguments. Oh, so she has a 2 of Pentacles. She might lose a little bit of money, but again, it's a 2. She doesn't really have any hidden enemies or enemies per se, right? A lot of us might not like her, but no, like, she doesn't have any real hidden enemies, or really doesn't get into arguments. Like, she's actually a very quiet person. Like, you can't find a lot of quotes from her other than her being on that docu-series. You don't hear a lot from her. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. I'm thinking that everything she has is because of other people, and therefore, like, she doesn't have anybody coming to sue her or argue with her about money. I think she's taken the money and kind of run and be very quiet about it. All right, so let's see on her Jupiter. This is money and luck. Oh, death. Well, she's got the inheritance card here. And I did do that reading about her father and how she inherited that house. So everything she's got is well, she got that house. Remember, he had a kind of a weird fall, tripped over a dog leash or something. And that was her money and her luck. Also, this is the Scorpio card. And we have that in reverse here to Ace of Cups. So, you know, what she got is it because of Thomas? Is it because of Charles? I think she got a lot more legacy and money from Charles. I'm wondering if she's thinking that she'll get no. I mean, the only way she'd get some kind of benefit from Charles' death would be is if Harry and Meghan got a big chunk of the inheritance and Meghan passed it on to her. So by the long arm, right? Long by arm's length. She, Meghan passes it on to her and tells Harry she spent it on shoes or something. And then when Harry leaves her, she has access to it. Oh boy, the mind. All right, so let's see what's on her Saturn, the Empress. There she is. Interesting. The High Priestess and the World, Wheel of Fortune, all have a major arcanas. And this is telling us, so this is burdens and work. So this whole royal family thing, even though she has gained a lot from it, this might be a burden to her in some respects. What's the underlying here? Oh, 7. 7 of Swords, scheming, lies. The royal family's been very, very good to her. And, and even this would be the queen. Even though she wasn't quite in her empress time, this death of the queen may have elevated her in some way, somehow, because you know what? After the death of the queen, her grandchildren became prince and princess, right? So somehow she was elevated by that. And I think that's what it is, because we have on the Empress card, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the legacy family. So all that she has is because of the royal family. So it's not only Meghan Markle who has gained because of the royal family. Doria has also gained because of the royal family. I think that, so if we're doing like what's coming up for the next year for her, I think that, this is interesting. The Empress is a burden. So I'm wondering somehow if she's going to be disconnected from this family. Work and burden. And so you look at Empress, work and burden. Lots of water here, right? So the moon is Pisces, death is Scorpio, King of Cups. Lots of water here. So I'm wondering what's going to go on emotionally. I don't think I the only two that aren't activated are her Mars and her Sun. So I think that actually she is a quiet person, and I don't think she has enemies. I think though something is absolutely going to change. So I'm wondering if there's in the next year before her next birthday, because that's what we want to do, if there will be a death that affects her. It could be Thomas. We don't know if Thomas has money tucked away, and we don't know. We don't know about these people. We don't know everything. This could also be an insurance policy. So who knows? Maybe she has an insurance policy on Thomas from when they were married. And you can, and as long as you keep paying it, when the person passes away. And when I was a financial advisor, you'd be surprised how many times the husband passed the second, so it's the husband with his second wife, and the husband passes away and forgot to change his insurance money, and the insurance goes to the first wife rather than the wife he's currently married to. So I'm wondering if it could be either or, but I think there is going to be some kind of death that will bring her money somehow, some way. Probably more Thomas than the royal family, but like I said, if this even could be the Empress, Harry coming into some of that inheritance money, Meghan filtering it to her, and so it's on her books. Meghan and Harry get divorced. Meghan says, yeah, we don't have it anymore. I spent it on security. Meghan leaves Harry, and then the two of them have the money. Quite plausible. because there's some kind of scheming going on here. Some kind of scheming. Wow. So somehow so I don't know, maybe the death is going to affect her in such a way that William then becomes king and kicks Harry off the line, and she then loses a little bit of the legacy and access to that. We don't know. Something is definitely going to happen to her. Um, like I said, whether it's Thomas or Charles. Again, I'm not saying, and don't at me. I'm not saying Charles has her in the will. I'm saying this is by arm's length. Again, it could be something. This is definitely the inheritance card on the partnership here. So it could be Thomas leaves the earth plane and leaves her insurance, but somehow, some way, something is definitely going to change her status by the time we get to her next birthday. All right. Well, and it's a male who's leaving her money. Not might be directly, might be indirectly, because this is by partnerships as well. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. What do you think? I'm going to go burn some more incense. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.